Hi guys, I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. For today, I have yet another installment in my makeup collection series. Now for today's video, I am grouping a few different makeup products together just because I don't have enough to do separate videos. The videos would be like 2 minutes long and it just didn't make sense. So instead, I'm grouping all my face products together instead of doing blushes, foundations, highlighters separate because it just doesn't really make much sense for me. So the first product that I want to show you is something that I'm sure everyone knows about. This is the NARS Orgasm Blush. I really like this. NARS blushes are a little bit more expensive. However, I've had this for 2.5 years and I use it not every day, but I'd probably say like 3 or 4 times a week. And obviously I've hit pan on it, but I still have quite a bit left. It is very pigmented, finely milled, and goes on really smooth and looks really natural. This is a universal shade, meaning that it's going to look good on me, who's the fairest of the fair, to someone who has a much darker and deeper skin tone. So this is a peachy pink with gold shimmer. I really, really like this shade, and once I run out of it, I will definitely be repurchasing it. However, that's going to be a while. This next blush is from MAC. This is Well Dressed. Forget what the formula is on this. It has actually worn out on the back. The label's all worn off. So this is a powder blush. I really like MAC's blushes. This is a cool pink. So I know it looks kind of matte in the pan, but it does have a slight bit of shimmer in it. This looks really natural. I've got it on my cheeks right now. I really like it on a fair skin tone. Don't think this is going to work really well for a deeper skin tone. It's probably not going to show up. So I'd go with something a little bit darker. But I really like it. I think it looks very nice. This next shade is also from MAC. This is, oh gosh, the label is completely off. I believe this is Peach Twist, I believe. This is very similar to NARS's Orgasm. This is a little bit darker and it's not as shimmery. It is peachy pink, but just a little bit darker. This looks kind of gross because this is like 5 years old. No, like 6 years old. It's pretty old. I still do like it, but I should probably get a new one. The next group of products that I want to show you is now my face powders. I only have 2 that I use, and they're both from MAC, and you probably already know which ones they are, but I'm going to show you them anyways. This is the one that I use on a day-to-day basis. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. This is in the shade Light, of course. So this is a nice thick magnetic compact with a mirror in the top. That's what it looks like. This is just very finely milled. It provides a little bit of coverage, but it's not going to make you look like super cakey or super chalky. It's the most natural one on the market right now, and I like to use it because I have oily skin, so it just sets my foundation really nicely. That is that. This is the MAC Studio Fix Plus Foundation. This is in the lightest shade, NW10, of course. So this is the same. It is a face powder. However, this is classified as a foundation, so it's a lot thicker and heavier. So with this one, I find if you apply too much, it's going to look cakey. So you don't need that much when you apply this one. This one I don't think looks as natural as the MAC Skin Finish Natural, just because this one is a lot heavier, and I think it looks a little bit orangey on me. So when I use this, I use it very sparingly. Don't use this one on a day-to-day basis. I've had this one for quite a while. What I like about this one is it comes, you flip this top open, and it comes with a sponge. I know it looks disgusting, but it's kind of nice that it just sits in the bottom of the compact. And if you guys are interested in any of these products that I've shown you, like always, they will be featured in the description box below. So the next set of products that I want to show you are my concealer and my foundation that I use. I don't have a bunch of concealers and foundations sitting around. What I tend to do is I buy one, I use it up, and I get another one. Once I find one that I like, I stick to it until I get bored of it. So this foundation I purchased back in April, I think, at Sephora. This is not a new product whatsoever. This is from Estee Lauder. It is the Double Wear Foundation, and I am in the shade 1C1 Cool Bone. So that is the lightest shade that there is. Just a quick tip, if you want to purchase this, they don't come with a pump, unfortunately. I commented on one of my videos saying that you can put the MAC foundation pump on top of the Estee Lauder foundation bottles, and they work perfectly better. But anyways, back to the actual foundation. This one, it applies very matte. It's a very high coverage foundation, I think. You don't need a lot. I find that if you apply too much, it's going to start to look a little bit cakey. So my tip is just to, you know, build up the coverage. Apply a little bit, and then if you need more, then add a little bit more. This one I really like for my oily skin because it doesn't wear off. My skin does still appear shiny halfway through the day. However, I'm not going to touch my face and then I'm going to like literally have like foundation coming off on my fingers like I had with my previous foundations that I have tried, which I do like. However, with this one, I find that you need a setting spray after you apply this. This is because it doesn't look shiny when it's applied, but it just feels really like tacky and sticky and gross. So I like to use the Urban Decay either to de-slick or the All Nighter setting spray right after, and I just find that that really locks the foundation in. So I do really like this. This is my first bottle that I've tried of this foundation, but I definitely will be repurchasing it after I am done with this bottle. This next foundation is something that I've been using for a few years now. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC15. I really like this. It's very high coverage. It wears really well. The only thing that I don't like about it is the packaging. It's got a nice pump on here, but the pump just distributes way too much product. So what I like to do is I put a pump in a little, you can just ask MAC to give you like a little like tester jar, and I'll put one pump in there, and that'll last me for probably 2 or 3 applications. So that's just kind of a pain that it distributes a little bit too much product for each use, but if you just put it into a little sample pot, then you're fine. I really like that product. Definitely will be repurchasing that. So these next, or I guess the last group of products that I want to show you is probably the most exciting in my opinion. This is my highlighters. I don't have that many highlighters. I kind of just stick to what I like and just keep buying it, like with my foundations. I'm not very, I guess, adventurous. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Lightscapade. Just open it up for you guys. This is a very natural highlighter. This is going to make your skin almost look like you have a candlelit glow, and it's very, very good for fair skin. So as you can see, this is a beigey highlighter. And it's got lots of veining in it. So it's got almost pearlescent veining and blue veining in it. So it's definitely not going to look too orange or too golden on your skin tone, which is a problem that fair skin people like me often have, is that the highlighter's just too deep or too warm tones. This is really nice. I use this one on a day-to-day basis. This next one, if you saw my previous video that I posted on Monday, which was a strobing tutorial, this was the product that I used in that video. This is a sample, but this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. This is very similar to Lightscapade. However, it is a little bit deeper in color, even though it is beige and it doesn't have the veining. This is a lot more, I guess, stronger of a highlight. It's a lot more shimmery than Lightscapade is. I still really like this, though. This one, you just only need a little bit because I find that you can go overboard with it. So when you apply it, just use the tiniest amount. And then if you want more, then you can go in. But don't swipe it on like what I did when I got it. I was like, oh my gosh, I look like a disco ball. Just apply little bits at a time. But I do really like it. And those will last you, the Becca highlighters will last you a long time because they are so pigmented. They're just a gorgeous product. So this next one, if you've watched my videos from last week, you know that I just got this. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in the shade Champagne Pop. This is the shade that Jaclyn Hill collaborated on Becca with. This is what it looks like. This is definitely more golden. It's definitely got a little bit of, actually no it doesn't. This is just like a, kind of a, I wouldn't say golden, but more of a rose gold toned highlighter, the exact same formulation of all the other Shimmering Skin Perfector press, so it's exactly like Opal. However, this just has a more, I guess, warmer undertone. I know you're probably thinking, but Allison, you just said that people with fair skin shouldn't be wearing, or should steer away from golden undertoned highlighters. So I shouldn't have bought this. I don't know what it is about this shade, but I'm very fair, and I think that this looks fairly natural on my skin tone. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Jaclyn Hill just did really good on this shade. I think this is a pretty universal product. I haven't seen this on, you know, deeper, darker skin tones, but I think the fact that I think this is a fairly warm highlighter, and the fact that it looks pretty natural on my skin tone, I think that's pretty fantastic. So guys, that is all of my face products. You saw my foundations, concealers, blushes, and highlighters. I do have bronzers, but all of those were in palettes, and you saw that in the very first installment of this series. I will link my makeup collection playlist down below so you can see everything that I have posted so far. I still have mascaras and eyeshadows and eyeliners to do, I believe. If you guys want to see like hair care products, I know I don't have too many tools and products for my hair, but I can show you those, or skincare. I have a lot of stuff like that, or like bath and body, stuff like that. If you want to see that as well, feel free to just let me know down below, and I will be more than happy to film those videos for you. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Today's Thursday, so it is very close to the weekend, thank goodness. What are you guys doing on the weekend? Let me know. This weekend, I don't know what I am doing at all. Yeah, the weather's nice, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing as usual. We usually don't make too many plans. If we do, they're kind of spur of the moment. But anyways, I am just going on about nothing, like I always do. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys again on Monday. Bye! Crest, so it is a powder, and this is in the shade Opal. This is a beigey shade. This is great for lighter skin tones like me. If you are a darker skin tone, I would suggest going for something with deeper and richer golden